It has been a year since I ordered my Fanatec stuff and bought EAWRC and started this hobby. Time really does fly by because it does not feel that I've been driving a whole year already. I bought everything from the Black Friday sale of 2023 from Fanatec, and things have escalated from that quite quickly, especially the cost. Because since then I've bought the rig I'm using, Next Level Racing GTTrack. I've bought both the Fanatec shifter and the handbrake. And if I remember correctly, I ordered the 8Nm boost back quite quickly, like around the same time as I bought the GTTrack, I guess. I've also bought the Next Level Racing HF8, and unfortunately that's not all. I decided to upgrade the CSL DD to CSDD, and while I did that, I think I ordered the McLaren GT3 wheel as well, and quite quickly I had to order this wheel I'm using currently, the RS steering wheel, just because the WRC steering wheel did not support the 12 Nm of torque that this wheelbase can produce, that's the word. I've also tried out VR glasses, which I did not end up keeping. I bought the MetaQuest 3, and while it was really immersive, and I didn't actually get that bad motion sickness, especially when I had a fan blowing to my face, but I ended up selling them because it was so much more hassle compared to using a monitor, especially when you're trying to create YouTube videos as well. In the end, I think driving from a monitor is a better solution for me. It was something that I did want to try, and I did like it, but not enough to keep it. And I think it was after the VR glasses that I bought the Moza handbrake and sequential shifter. I wanted the Moza handbrake and the sequential shifter because they look better than the Fanatec ones, in my opinion. Although now I don't have the H pattern shifter, which, I mean, I still have the Fanatec shifter, but I don't have room to have both of them set up at the same time. And lastly, I bought the Simagic P1000 pedals. Yeah, so I don't know how much that is in total, but I'll put it on the screen somewhere. I'll probably cry when I see the total. But you can't really put a price tag on a hobby, can you? Do I have any regrets regarding the stuff that I bought? Not really. I probably wouldn't have bought the VR glasses if I knew how much of a pain in the butt they are, especially for content creation. Other than that, not really, no.
That's a 4-minute 25.6.
Of course, if I had known what I know now, back then when I was making my first purchase, I would have definitely made some different choices. And given the knowledge I now have, and if I were to start this hobby again, I would probably go with straight with the CSDD Plus, because that is something that I'd like to have, but I don't think I'll ever upgrade to that. Well, never say never, but yeah, at least the CSDD. For pedals, I don't know, it's hard to say. I really do like these pedals, but when thinking about the value you get for the price you pay, my old pedals were definitely a better value, at least for me. It's hard to say if I would have actually bought these Simagic pedals if I had known beforehand what the difference feels like. Again, it's quite hard to say if this rig would be the one I would buy if starting over now. Would I go with a aluminum profile rig or not? Because I've actually liked this one quite a lot. It has been sturdy enough for my needs. And what I've liked a lot is that it is really light and easy to move around, because I have had it with me a few times when I'm visiting a friend. It has been really easy to get it in the car because it's just so light, and there are those caster wheels under it. But it is fair to say that I have wasted money on some stuff that I probably shouldn't have bought. But it's always easy to say after the fact And you never know before you try, so not much one can do about that.
22.8. 1. Go 60.
If I had the room for it, I would really like to have triple screen setup, even though it's not that useful in a rally, but it would certainly add to the immersion side of things. Although that would make the content creation a bit more difficult again, so maybe one monitor is a perfect solution for me. I've never tried a motion rig, so my opinion might change if I'd had the option to try it, but at least for now it's a dream of mine to have a motion rig. Fortunately and unfortunately I do not have the room nor the budget for it. It would be really cool to try that out. Again, I think though it might make the content creation a bit more difficult. But those two are basically part of my dream setup. What I like most about this hobby is how cheap it is. How easy it is to see how much you have improved, how much have you learned. And definitely the content creation part is a big thing for me, something that I really like. Although there are some sacrifices one has to make, which is the not having the triple screens and nor the VR. At least for me that is. I don't like any extra hassle. I want to be able to just sit and hit record. So what about the future then?
That's a 3-minute 32.8.
What does it look like? To be honest, I don't know. By the time I'm recording this, the 2024 Black Friday sales have not yet started. So maybe I should not say this, but I will probably not buy any more gear. I'm quite happy with what I have. Regarding YouTube and content creation, I'll continue making videos as long as I have any ideas for them. To be honest, I think I had the content creation in mind from the very beginning when I started this hobby, but I was not planning on have my face visible nor talking anything, and yet here we are. If nothing else, it's at least been good for my English. This year has been a good one for me. It feels so good to have found a hobby that one likes so much.
Okay, that's a 3-minute 35.9.
And I hope that a year from now, I can see that I have improved a lot more. And the end goal for me, at least for now, is to get a top leaderboard time with a car class that has some real competition. Mainly in this game, but yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that happen in Richard Burns Rally, which I think is going to be a lot more tougher challenge. No more talking, follow me.
Finns in Simla.